All right, now let me go to his website. And I will go through it and figure out what information I want to include in my slide here. Um, whatever information I got from whatever site, and I'm using this site for his information. So that's where I need. That's the address I need to put in my resources. Um, Let me see. What could I find about him? He graduated from Juilliard, so that's the second person I've talked about today that went to Juilliard. Um, I'll just put some general information on here, but give as much information as you can about the composer. Whoops. I know I spelled that wrong. Um, and then you'll want to include an image of the composer as well. So again, I probably want to change this slides layout to I'll do this one, but I'm gonna move this text. It won't let me do that. Well, there's always a way around. Paste. Yeah, I'm gonna take that out and then I'm going to put in an image. So let me see if I can find an image of him. Hmm. I use this one, this younger image of him. I'm gonna copy this image and I'm going to paste it into the presentation. And then I need to go to resources because I used that website with his image. Let me go to the website and copy that and then paste it. If you have questions, please ask me while I'm going along. All right, now, the next slide you need to include why do you think this composer wrote the song? Some songs that you find, there's a reason why they wrote them. Sometimes you can look at their different websites and it'll tell you why the composer wrote a specific song. It just depends. You may have to do a little bit of research to find that information. It won't always be there. Some of this will require you to think about a reason why the composer wrote the song. So you'll have to be creative here. If you can't find anything, is this one? This one is based on poetry. I do know that. This piece is based on a poem by Christina Rossetti, and I need to include her dates because she's a part of this. She's 1830 to 1894. The poem is entitled Echo. Um, and then wherever you get that information, I got that information from poetry. www.poetryfoundation.whoops.org. So I included that as well. I got her information from that. Um, all right, so that's what they, and I probably would include a picture of her so that you knew who she was. Christina, whoops. There we go. Yeah, that's her. I don't want to use Wikipedia. So I'm gonna copy that image. I'm gonna include that because she's a part of this presentation. Put a small picture of her in there. Alright. And then I got that from. So is everybody understanding what I'm doing here? Exactly what I'm doing? I'm just going through it and showing you exactly what you need to do. So that's where I got that image from. I'm gonna paste that. So I want to make sure I'm not plagiarizing in any way. All right, so the next slide then it's asking you how you would classify this one. The classification then is, and this is slide number 5. Yeah. What would you classify the piece as? General means that it can be used at any time of the year for any occasion. There's no specific use for it. Sacred means that it includes some type of religious text or some type of scripture reference. Secular means that it does not use anything religious or any religious text or any scripture references. So those are really your two types of music: sacred and secular. Sacred again means it has a religious meaning or it includes some type of religious text, and secular is anything that's not religious. So one of those two will always be a classification. Then you can choose other ones to add it to as well. Concert music would be music that would be appropriate for a concert performance. Pop is just what it is, popular music that's been arranged for a choir. Jazz, it can be Christmas or holiday music that you choose. It just depends. Or there can be some other classification that you find. When you're on Pepper, whoops, get this out of the way. When you're on Pepper, sometimes it'll give you classifications for different things. You can go and search. Um, uh, you can search for different categories on Pepper, and it'll tell you like holiday, concert, pop, stage screen. It'll give you different places, types of music you can look for. Or I mean, it's used as classifications, and then you'll need to be specific and tell why you chose that particular classification. Um, all right, now that's what goes on that slide. That is slide 5. Slide 6. What elements of music do you hear? All of your pieces will have all 4 elements in them. So I can say in this piece, I can hear all 4 elements of music. And now list them. Pitch. What do I hear with pitch? I don't know. Sopranos sing very high pitches. Whatever you list. Intensity is how loud or soft it is. I'm just making notes. Louds and softs. What do you hear? Duration. What kind of note values do you hear? And sometimes what kind of rhythms you might hear. And then timbre. What's the quality of the sound? And then you need to include an image on this one. Whatever image you choose. Remember, you got to take out this text that you're not using. Whatever image you want to include, make sure you leave it on your resources. On the 7th slide, I need to include a video link here. So to do that, and I want to delete all of this text because I'm not using any of this text. This slide should only have a video link in it. So to do that, go to Insert, Video, and it's automatically going to take you to YouTube to insert a video. So find, or just type the name of your piece in, Come to Me, My Love, Dello, and you may have to be specific about who the composer or arranger is so that you find the correct one. I'm going to choose, I'm just going to choose this one. It doesn't matter which one you choose. Um, it will just add that image. I probably want to get rid of this text box. Come on, cut. Because the only thing I want on this slide is the video. That's the only thing I want on that slide. So that when we watch it, all we have to do is click on it and it'll play the video. Yep, that's it. And on the very last slide, you'll list all of your resources. Notice I just pulled a video from YouTube, so I need to include YouTube. Okay. That's exactly what I want you to do for your presentations. And these are due by tomorrow. You have today and tomorrow to work on them, but they're due tomorrow. So what I've told the other classes is to go ahead and send me the song that you choose on Remind, because I want to keep a list of who's doing what, so that way we don't have people doing the same song. And in that case, it'll be a first come first. Whoever turns it in, whoever submits a song first, if there's more than one person with the same song, will be the one that does it, and the other ones will have to choose a different one. So send me whatever song you choose to do on Remind, and I'll create a list. And if there are duplicates, it'll be whoever sent theirs first. This is exactly what I want you to do for your presentation. It's only 8 slides long. It's not difficult to do at all. I don't think that it should be a problem. You really should be able to finish these today, but that's fine. Okay. All right. Okay, I got that, Alyssa. All right, so that's any questions about that part?